As their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
Get there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Got to do better.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Sony Michel, his first carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Check, 43. Check. Switch.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
43's the mic. I got you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
That's what I do.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That ball complete to Isabella. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, it's Edwards. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now. Aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was the corner, Robert Alford, with a sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They'll run on 1st down. White, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
Back to throw here. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. New England on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
3 yards. First down, New England.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run the draw play. This is White. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Pull it together.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Just like that.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. From the gun, Jackson. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Christian Kirk, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On play action, they'll throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's complete to Meredith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
First down, Patriots.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. A gain there of 21 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Boy, they had it at the 1. The full start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal.
It's just me and you.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On the draw, it's White. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Back.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Able to find Isabella. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. 79 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 24. Check 24. Spine. Check. Crunch. 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 36. 36.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Switch gears. Switch gears.
3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Come on. Come on.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got three down.
They'll try and run for it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Brandon, 4th and 1 on their own side of the 50, and they decide to go for it. As a former defender, I take that personally. I can't believe they let them pick that up. They should have swarmed the line of scrimmage and stuffed that one.
Not surprised, though, because they told us about the supreme confidence they had in the O-line, and they were able to get that yard. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On the draw is Edwards. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyree Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. He's going to air one out, and this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for New England. 56 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, check, check. Check 99, check 99. Check, 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 check. Watch the end.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up. Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started.
A 40-yard lapse on the play. Second and goal at the 13-yard line.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Man up, deep. Switch. Oh, you got deep?
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked him a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
He's coming. We got couple up. Shoot! 43 at the mic. What?
He'll look to throw. And that is Complete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
At the 17-yard
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Silver.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
That's trash. That's trash.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Arizona, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for New England, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more dress though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man. In 50s and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Ay,